So this is experiment number 4, What's in the Water? My name is Maddie Morris. And so, say that you're watching the news and you see that a truck has crashed and they've dumped contents into the ocean or a lake or anywhere near your house. So how do we figure out what is in that contaminated water now? We're going to use nuclear magnetic resonance and infrared spectra. So the first picture is the nuclear magnetic resonance machine, and the second is the infrared spectrum machine, where you take samples of your compound, you put them in each machine, and they give you a graph. And you can use the graph to determine what your unknown compound is. So for our first unknown compound, we put the sample in the infrared spectra, and this is the graph that it gave us. So you can see that there's 2 peaks, and according to the chart on the side, the first peak shows that there's a carbon to hydrogen bond because of the peak right here with the 3150 to 300 absorbance range. The second one shows that there's a C to Cl bond, the 650 to 550 range, and the X and Y axis is percent transmittance and the wave numbers, which is in inverse centimeters. So based on our infrared spectrum, these are all the possible combinations that we could have. They're highlighted in red, so we could have our unknown compound could be 1,2 dichloroethane, 1,4 dichlorobutane, or 2-chloropropane. So to further figure out what our unknown compound is, we use our nuclear magnetic resonance spectrum, which after putting the compound in the machine, it gives us this graph, which you can see that there's 1 peak and no ratio. So these are the possible combinations based on our spectrum. They're highlighted in red, so we could have acetone, 1,2-dichloroethane, or benzene. So based on elimination from both of them, our unknown for our IR spectrum has a C to H carbon and a C to Cl bond, and from our NMR, it has 1 peak and no ratio. So based on elimination, they our unknown that's spilled into the lake is 1,2-dichloroethane. Then there's a little picture of what it looks like. So basically, 1,2-dichloroethane is harmful to the environment when it gets in water because it breaks down very slowly, and it can also cause cancer in the livers and lungs of animals that are exposed, so any fish or any animals that rely on the water to live. For humans, it can also cause damage to the nervous system, liver, kidneys, lungs, and it can also cause cancer if exposed long enough. So to reduce the risk of humans getting exposed, we just need to avoid the areas where there's uncontrolled hazardous waste sites.